Dude. Oh man, we're getting started tonight, man. Gotta experience high tide. Yeah. Baca. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's me, your guy, all the way from Bed-Stuy Habo, and this is live drawing session number 169. I believe 169. Imagine that. 169 live streams over the course of what, 2, 3 years? I can't believe we've made it this far, y'all. But I hope you all have had a wonderful week thus far. It is Tuesday, December 9th, and we've got a lot going on this week here in the Habtoons universe and even stuff that's happening outside in the world as well. But I hope that you're safe and sound on this lovely and very, very chilly evening. Mad cold outside, cold as hell. And I do hope that those that are unhoused have a safe space to be in during this time, because I believe there's like a huge polar vortex that's coming down, like an Arctic wind, I believe someone was talking about this week. So hopefully everybody is safe and secure and warm wherever they may be. But yeah, so tonight we're just going to do a little bit of light drawn. I actually got into this show recently called Smiling Friends. I don't know if anybody knows about this show. It's on Adult Swim. It's been around, I think, since the early days of the pandemic, so like 2020. And I never watched it until now. Like I've seen clips here and there, but I didn't really know about the show until now. So I'm kind of a fan of the show. So the other day when I was drawing some stuff for my secret project that you can only see on Patreon right now, I also did like some sketches of the Smiling Friends characters interacting with the Hobgoblins. So we're going to be working on those little sketches tonight, which I think will be really fun to do. But let me go over really quick. What's happening this week. And you might have noticed something, the eagle-eyed viewers, if you're watching this live or if you're watching this in the future, for those who like to watch the replays, you might have noticed a little thing or two that's different on this side, but we'll get into that in a moment. Anyway, this Wednesday, which is tomorrow, December 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, pull up, come through for our final virtual drink and draw of the year. It's been a wonderful, wonderful 2025 of virtual events, especially our drink and draw. And it's been fun to hang out with y'all and draw and talk about goofy shit and just have a good time. It's been fun. Then on Saturday, matter of fact, let me go through the whole gamut of things that's happening. So Wednesday is the virtual drink and draw. And then Thursday, I added some extra events that are not listed here. But Thursday, we're doing a watch party for the Game Awards, which is one of the biggest events in the gaming industry where they give awards out to games, but also showcase world premieres of new and upcoming video games and DLC and things like that. So it was a really fun time. And I've been a big fan of that since when did it start? Like 2014, 2016, something like that. So we're going to do a watch party for that. And then on Friday, we're going to have an impromptu game night and get into Diablo season 11, Diablo 4 season 11. So pull up to those. And then our in-person event, our final in-person event for the year, the big one, we're going to the Brooklyn Museum, the Afro Visionaries Museum field trip. This is for the kinfolk only. So pull up, come through, and let's vibe out together with our melanated excellence. And what's really great about this particular trip is that one of our community members that goes by Turnpike or MS, they have offered to give free entry to, I think, 10 people, the first 10 people that show up. So thank you to Turnpike/MS for offering that. I really do appreciate that. We're going to go check out this amazing exhibition of a photographer from Africa. And I'm really sorry, I forgot. I think it's Setu Kaida. Setu Kaida is his name. And it's a series of works from, I think, back in the 80s or 90s or something like that. I haven't really gotten a chance to really sit down and read what the full brunt of the exhibition is, but I've seen some of the photos from it and it looks fantastic. So we're going to check that out, as well as some other stuff that's going on in the museum because they've been moving things around. So it's going to be a really good time. Here's our event schedule for the month of December. So after those field trips and the drinking draws and the creator circles and all those other things, we have our final game night and final movie night of the month, so of the year. So game night will be Among Us. Yo, let me tell you something. When we played Among Us the other week, that shit was crazy. Let me tell you, I don't think I've had that much fun playing that game ever. Ever. So we're gonna run that back and play Among Us on the 14th, and then on the 21st is our holiday movie night. We're gonna have a double feature since it's the holiday season. Christmas is around the corner. I figured let's do like a cozy, comfy Christmas double feature. And some folks in the community have dropped suggestions in our private Discord server, so I'm gonna rummage through those and pick the best ones, or maybe y'all pick the best ones, and we'll have a good time with that. We're gonna have some blankets and everything. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. But yeah, that's what's happening. Also, if you could do me a really solid favor, if you haven't already, when this stream is over, go check out the latest episode of the Art Block featuring none other than our community member, YouTube member, and Patreon member as well, Jasmine Woods, costume and fashion designer. On episode 30, we talk about all things theater and fashion, and it's very enlightening and very fun and very cool. So go check that out. Show some love. Show some support. Leave a comment. All that good stuff. You know how at this point you know how that works. You know how that works. But yeah, man, I don't know if I'm feeling the Christmas spirit or not. I feel like I'm neutral. Like I've gotten the gifts I needed to get for the people that I got to get the gifts for. But I don't know if I'm like super holly jolly like I usually am, which, it is what it is. I'm not gonna like get all down in the dumps about that. But I'm excited that I got everybody something this year, which, that's sometimes hard to do depending on who the person is. Because some people are very particular and then others are very easy. I feel like I'm a very easy person to get gifts for. It's like either art books, video games, or gift cards. Because I really don't like when people get me clothes. I have a thing about that. It gives me mad anxiety, bro. Like I just be like, what did you get? Because you never know. Because people assume your size and your style, and then sometimes either of those things or both of those things are wrong. So if you ever give to me, do an accessory. If anything, like a scarf or like a hat. Hats are cool. My aunt, I think it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year. She got me this really cool what do you call it? Uh what do you call that thing? The satin line. It was a satin line beanie. And I've worn that a few times. You might have seen it in photos. I've worn it a few times. It's really nice. Um but yeah, accessories are fine, but actual like full on clothes, unless like you show me what it is first, or like I tried it on, or I saw something and I was like, oh, I wish I had that, and then you buy it, then that's fine. um but yeah, we are going to get started on this art in just another moment. I'm just looking at some notifications really quick. And oh, actually, before we do that, let me get a quick 2-second applause. We are going back to Twitch. I made this announcement last night on an impromptu Patreon only live stream, which I'm trying to do more now. I'm trying to do those more frequently. But I've decided that because I still have access to monetize Twitch and get bits and subs and all that stuff, I'm going to try to get back on there and do some stuff. Now, I'm not going to be on there every day. Like, it's not going to be how it used to be. Like I said, we're in a very different mindset. We're in a very different world than we were during the pandemic. But I feel like I am far removed from a lot of the other things that caused me to leave Twitch in the first place. So I want to go and utilize that as another facet of what we do here. I think on Twitch though, I'll probably do a little bit more gaming. And the way I thought about it is that if it's like a very casual game or something that's just kind of easy to talk over, like a Fortnite or Diablo 4, then I'll probably play that there. And then anything that deals with like a story or it's like very like narrative heavy, we'll do that on YouTube, right, on the Habbo Place channel. But I'm also thinking, I'm playing around with the idea of like a co-working stream will work better over there, I think. Um, and there's some other stuff that I think would be cool to do on that side, especially now that I feel like they've made some improvements. I've been looking, I've been browsing. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been browsing the last couple of days, the last few days, and I've been trying to find like new people to follow and possibly potentially be in community with. And at first, I was nervous. I was disappointed. I would say not nervous. I was disappointed because when I would type in like black for the category, when you go to YouTube, when you go to Twitch and you go on browse, you type in, you know, the tags for whatever you want to look for. So I typed in like black or black creators, and when I would see our kinfolk pop up, most of them were playing like Warzone, GTA, and like very basic generic games. I was like, oh my god, free us from this. But then I think yesterday and today I found people that were playing all kinds of different games and doing all kinds of different things. I saw people co-working, I saw people making art, I've seen people play World of Warcraft, I've seen people play other types of games that are fun and engaging. So I'm cautiously optimistic about the return to Twitch. There's still some things I need to look at and work out and research before I like go full in, but I might do a test, like a random test before the week is over. So there's that. Also, I'm going to tease this here too. I'm going to tease this here. There's another video about the holy art coming out, and I'm waiting on a particular piece of the puzzle to put together, but I'm still going to do it. I feel like I'm still going to do it with or without that particular piece. Hopefully I do get that because that will be integral to the entire um quote unquote video essay. But some new things have come to light, some new information has come to light, and a lot of things have transpired since that incident back in February. So I will be making another video about the holy art, and it may be, depending on how things go, it may be out before the end of the year, or it will be out in January. Either or, whatever. But yeah, we're gonna jump into the art making because I know that's what you're here for. And I want to appreciate everyone that's hanging out right now. Thank you all for being here. And if you are watching this in the future, make sure you leave a comment. That helps out a lot. It really does. But yeah, let's get into this, man. Baja, baja. All right, let's make sure the music's not too loud. We are good to go. As you see here, I drew the main characters from Smiling Friends. I don't remember all their names off the top of my head. I just know there's little pink guy, there's Frogman, there's the yellow dude, and then there's the red guy. And then also the little green guy with the witch hat. I don't know what his deal is, but he's got a little witch hat. And oh snap, we got a super chat in the building. What's up, Morgan? What's up, Morg City? A community member, YouTube member, and guest friend of the pod, the Art Block. Y'all should follow her. She's been uploading some things on her channel as well, a lot of shorts with her characters, really cool stuff. But yeah, this show is so crazy. I've watched maybe like 3 or 4 episodes of this Smiling Friends thing, and it's just like, yo, it's fun though. It's like, it's goofy. It's like doofy, but it's fun doofy. It's not like cringy, you know? Like Rick and Morty is cringy. This is like legit funny. Like even when I was drawing them, I was just laughing because they're just so stupid. They look so stupid. They're stupid looking. I love it. And they're easy to draw. But don't ask me their names. I really don't know their name. This one episode I saw, it was like it turned into a murder mystery, but then they flipped it on its head. It was so stupid. It was like this guy. First of all, they be blending all different types of anime. It's kind of almost similar to Gumball, where they're blending different animation styles and types together. So like they'll have the 2D characters, but then they'll have a real person in the show, or sometimes they'll even have like a rotoscope person in, or they'll do like a 3D animated figure, or they'll do a completely different style altogether. Like they'll have something that looked like it came from Golden Age animation, you know? And it's like, this show is cool. What's the budget? That's what I want to know. This show is so crazy. But no, so the episode I saw, it was like the yellow guy wanted to go to one of his favorite fast food places, and then the place ended up being a dump. And then they found out that the owner like died somehow. So they freak out and they call their boss. They call 911, and then the cops was like, "Oh, we don't have that jurisdiction no more. We're gonna move you over to the people that actually do that." So so when they transfer over, it's the boss of their company. So I think from the gist of what I understand Smiling Friends to be, Smiling Friends is a company where they send people out to make people happy. Like these little characters go out to make people happy, but it's like they're all weird. So the call gets directed to their boss, and the boss is like, "Hey, yeah, so you're like the lead on the investigation. You got to solve this murder." And they're like, "Oh, okay." So they try to solve the murder, and then all these little these little mascot characters come out based on the restaurant. You got like a ketchup packet, a mustard packet, a salt and pepper thing. You got these little like eyeballs floating around and screaming, and there was a puddle, like a grease stain, that was also a mascot. It was like mad weird, bro. But it was the funniest thing because like I did not know where it was going. Like there were moments where I'm like, okay, this character is probably going to do this, and then did a completely different thing. I'm not going to spoil the episode because I want y'all to watch it. But yeah, it was just I really enjoy the show. I really do. Really enjoying the show. As that dude would say. I remember his name. I think it's Youngstar. That's the pink guy. He's my favorite. He's just he's like so endearing. Like he's probably the most like innocent of all the characters. He's just like so happy, wants to do like good, you know, wants to make people smile. I really don't remember the names. I'm just gonna call him Pink Guy. I think one of them is called Charlie. One of them is called Charlie. And I think it might be the yellow guy. I don't remember. Everything be happening so fast, so I don't even know what the hell. Like I don't know anybody's name. It be happening so. But I know who this is. This is Brian. No, this is BB. I don't know about y'all, but I want Christmas to get here so fast, bro. Only because Stranger Things Volume 2 is dropping. Like I really, the crazy thing is, I feel like this is a nice replacement, even though it's a very different genre, very different type of show than what I would usually watch on Christmas, which is Doctor Who. But I have no access. First of all, they canceled Doctor Who. Well, they got rid of it off of Disney. Like they're not going forward with it. So there's no Christmas special this year, which is like, come on, y'all. Y'all couldn't do 2 in a row. Y'all couldn't give us 2. Last year's was pretty nice. But then on top of that, I was like, okay, they ain't got no new Christmas special this year. I'll watch the old ones. Usually, I'll go watch the old ones on either HBO Max or Amazon Prime, whichever one has it. I go to both of the apps just to see if they there. I just felt like doing that because I was curious. I'm glad I did because turns out both platforms got rid of them and you can't watch them anywhere legally right now. I don't even know if they're on the BBC. I don't think they're even on the BBC America site. It's like, how am I supposed to watch my favorite Doctor Who Christmas episodes? Y'all just removed them off of everything. Just rude. Just rude, bro. And yeah, I can, on the legal side, get them on YouTube or whatever. And I think they are available to purchase on Amazon. But I don't want to do each individual episode, bro. Like, I'm annoyed. That's so annoying. It's stupid, but it's annoying. MS, what's good? Am I angry? Yes. Big time. I was watching everything when they was trying to, because I don't know if anybody was around, but there was a point when the BBC was trying to like bring mad stuff over here along with Doctor Who. So it was like Doctor Who, Top Gear, Graham Norton, Prime Evil, Being Human, and a bunch of other shows I can't think of the names of right now, but there was mad stuff that was just be coming on, and then I got curious and I just started watching stuff on other like apps and whatever. You know? So definitely would consider myself that. Midsummer Murders. I've seen the little ad for it, but I've never watched it. Or no, actually, I'm lying. I think I did watch an episode and I turned it off because I think I was bored. I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. I did watch Broadchurch though, and I watched all of them. I watched the 2 original seasons from the UK, and then I watched the one from America where Michael Pena was the dad, and I was like, this is stupid. Why did y'all do this? Y'all could have just left it alone. Like, why did you adapt this show for an American audience? It could have just stayed the same. What made it even weirder is because they got David Tennant to play his character again. Same exact character, but everything else was different. It was just like in America. Like, huh? Oh. I drew BB a little like shorter. I don't know why. I think I just wanted him to match the pink guy's height or be close to it. Oh, hi. What are you? Badger. Oh, I don't speak that language. Because that's how he talks. He has like a little accent. Little guy has a little accent. But you seem like a cool guy. Want to be friends? Badger. All right. They have interesting Christmas specials. If you're into watching rich people die. Oh man, I'll give it another whack. Yeah, I'll try. Oh, they also did an American version of Being Human. I just remembered that, and that was also stupid. Like, Come on. And then even I don't even think it went past the first season. I feel like, to be fair, a lot of British television is an acquired taste. They have a extremely different sense of humor, filming style, writing style, and also the accents. Like if you can't stand the variety of different accents that pop up, then you're gonna have a hard time. But I like it. I'm here for it all. There's this one show I want to watch, and I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's this dude. So there was a dude that was in Doctor Who a couple of seasons ago for the New Year's special. He was tall, black. He had locks and glasses. And then I saw him. They were showing these clips to me on TikTok of him in this other show, and it was like a comedy show where like he was in these weird and awkward racial situations. And I for the life of me, I can't think of the name of the show, but I think obviously if I just Google him, it will pop up because I don't think he's in that much TV. It'll be easy to find it. You come across British people who don't like British shows? Where do they live? I wonder if my British friend likes watching British shows. I think she's fully. That's who I wanted to talk to today. I forgot. But you met her, MS. You actually met her at the exhibition. The little shorty. That was all fancy. Yeah, she's cool. We were supposed to have this little competition because she has to take me to a place to get actually like some good jollof, and then I was supposed to take her to a place where we would get some good like Southern food, black Southern food. She already did and got some from somewhere. I forgot where she said it was. I was like, okay, I'm glad you understand it now. Because she's like, I don't understand mac and cheese. What is your obsession with mac and cheese? And I was like, excuse me. Bloody excuse me. But no. He's mad cool. I think she might be coming on Saturday to the field trip. So maybe then we can figure out where that Jollof at. Who are you? No, how'd that video go? There was some video, it was like a lady, she goes, excuse me, bloody me, I'm a female. I'm a female. Mac and cheese is a serious topic. Listen, because not everybody can do it well. And I feel like black Americans are kind of the only people that know how to do it right. And there's a very small contingent of West Indian people, Jamaican people that can do it pretty decently. And that's very tiny. But generally, that's not their thing. Their macaroni pie. All right, let me look up this guy. What was it, 2025? What was that, 20? That was a really good episode. Called Eve of the Daleks. Yeah, okay. Find this guy. Got a 6 out of 10. I would have gave that that's definitely a solid like 8. But I think people are just hating because Jodie Whittaker. On Johnny Salmon. Salmon? Dreaming Whilst Black. That's the name of the show. I'm pretty sure this is it. I gotta figure out where to watch that. 12 episodes. So one season. Yeah, I might check that out. Find it somewhere. Your chef at your old job made mac and cheese. You were able to get the recipe. Word, you be making mac, yo? You be making the mac? Let me find out. I'm gonna use different colors from what they already have. I'm gonna use something a little bit more saturated. Ladies and gentlemen, variation. Ooh, look, see, I can't even talk. Ladies and gentlemen, variations thereupon. If you're enjoying this live stream, the music, the vibes, the conversation, the art, the guy, make sure you hit that like button on the stream. And if the option is available, hype the video as well. If you're watching this in the future, leave a comment. And if you want to take your support a little further and truly engage with the Habtoons universe, I would definitely highly suggest you head over to patreon.com/Habtoon. Just $1 a month. You can support everything that goes on here, because everything that goes on here costs money. We got to eat, we got to live, we got to make our projects, we got to do all the things we got to do. And I'm very grateful to all of our Patreon members and our YouTube members as well. I never want to forget the YouTube members, but everything that we do stems from Patreon. And we actually just had a really dope Patreon only live stream just yesterday, just last night, discussing an upcoming project that I think you all will truly enjoy when it's finally out and about. But yeah, head over to patreon.com/Habtoons. Link is pinned in the chat. You join for just $1 a month, and on higher tiers, you get access to our private Discord server and some other amazing rewards and perks. So go over there, check it out, say hello. And you'll also end up on BB's bulletin page. So that's good too. That's good too. Pilgrim. Bro. Put me on this show. Put me on Smiling Friends immediately. Post haste. There's some other show on Adult Swim out right now, and it looks so weird, bro. I can't get past it. It's like these big, meaty looking characters. Everybody's just like big and square, and it just looks so awkward. I've seen a few clips, and I'm just like, what? What's going on here? I mean, obviously to each their own, but what was going on? I don't even know the name of it. That's how I just wanted to avoid it so much. They just be putting everything up there. I'm just like, I'm glad y'all having fun. I don't know what the color is. Pretty sure this is what it is. Pretty sure. That's them two. I didn't even mean to type pinky guy. I'm gonna just type pink guy. All right. Let me in. We look up their names. On the Smiling Friends wiki. So the little green guy is called Gleb. Okay. The yellow guy is Charlie, so I was right. The little pink dude is named Pim. The red guy with the tie, that is Alan. Okay. Okay. I think I can remember that now. Pim, Charlie, Alan, Gleb. Gleb? Gleb. I'm just doing this real quick, actually. Yo, the way this one talks, Charlie be bad funny too. Like, he just seems to like, I don't know. He just seems like he don't really want to be fucking around with shit sometimes. Like, he seems pretty indifferent, but also doesn't mind like getting into a little trouble. Actually, my first episode of Smiling Friends that I ever saw was him like going to hell or something. Like he had died and went to hell. I think he was trying. I can't remember what happened. I don't remember what happened in the episode, but that was my first time seeing Smiling Friends, and I forgot about it until like literally, like a few days ago. Wait, no. Blue now. This was actually based off of a image I saw of this. It was them, but in the middle instead of Bemi, it's the little pink guy Pim, and they were all looking at this book. But I switched it so it was like Bemi's in the book, and maybe it's like a spell book or something, and that's why like Charlie's looking all fraud. I don't even know what that little thing is, man. What is that? It's kind of like how he sounds. He kind of talks really fast, talks over. I feel like you would have like pretty. You don't be giving up. I don't like a yellowish, greenish yellow. Again, a little bit. Oh, we're not even gonna color him yet, but I'll save this here. Gotta draw Alan. Which I don't know too much about him. I've only seen him in a couple of episodes, and he just seems a little, I don't know, sneaky. Sneaky the word. I feel like he'd be trifling. I feel like he really don't be doing. I don't feel like he'd be doing the work. But maybe I need to see more episodes with him in it. I feel like he'd be up to no good scamming. Oops. I was about to say, can y'all hear the music? But it's like super. In that last track, like, I don't hear shit. Yo, I'm glad I was muted because I just shouted so loud. What? I don't even know what I just shouted about. I don't think I could tell y'all either. What? Okay. Yo, I can't even tell y'all what. Crazy. That's so crazy. Maybe I can if I speak. If I don't mention the person's name. So I know somebody that works at Netflix House. You know, like these new amusement spaces that Netflix is putting up in different cities, like Philadelphia and whatever. And at the location this person I know works at, one of the cast members from Stranger Things just pulled up. And the person I know just told me, and I was like, what? I don't know if I can tell you who it is. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to like expose my source like I'm some sort of reporter. Like I'm reporting on the Diddy trial or some shit. Man, I watched that documentary earlier today. That was something. That was something. Oh. I just got some other information. Apparently it's like a big night over there. So there's other cast members. So it's one main cast member, and then there's like, I guess some other like side characters. I'm guessing some of the little kids or whatever. And some influencers. What happened in the doc? What didn't happen in the doc? There's a lot of stuff going on. And I realized that documentaries are also trying to tell a story, even though there's information that is factual in there. There's also things that they put together so that they can present the truth to you, and some of those things may not actually fit or be true in the context of what the documentary is about. So there's like we know Diddy did some really horrible things, that's not disputed, but they were also trying to like make it seem that he was also responsible for Tupac's death and Biggie's death and like some other things. Like there was a big chunk of the documentary where it just focused on that primarily, because it was basically trying to show us like a timeline from like his inception as this like monstrous, crazy dude, and I don't want to use the word crazy so loosely, but that's the first word that popped in my mind, to where he is now. So it's like certain things that popped up in the doc, while interesting, they weaved it together to make their own story too. No, he wasn't trolling. It was a legitimate documentary. It was just that with any documentary, there's always going to be things that are embellished or even like, again, stitched together to create another narrative on top of the one that we're already getting. So like the whole thing is to point out that he's a bad dude, which is true. We've seen the footage with him and Cassie. We know about other, instances of him abusing every just about anyone in his circle, men, women, etc., etc. But then again, they also added in like extra things that just kind of like didn't necessarily correlate with other activity, if that makes sense. What did I think about the trial? I mean, we all saw it in real time. It looked like a circus, really. The way that they were allowing influencers in to put out specific types of narratives, the fact that we didn't have any concrete documentation from inside the court. Usually they film trials, like all the biggest trials in our history have been filmed. Also, like the way that it just played out, it was just like it was like a circus. It was like a big circus. And apparently when he was in the room, they had two jurors in the dock, and apparently when he was in the room, when they was all in the room, when they would say things about him, he would look back at the jurors, kind of like to influence them in a way. And like, to be fair, they were like not for nothing, he is one of the biggest celebrities of our generation, and a lot of people are still like in that woo-woo, starry-eyed, vision. They have that starry-eyed vision of him, so they were easily swayed and wooed over by him, just like doing little facial expressions and all these different things. So, media circus. Oh yeah, no, they did it on purpose for sure. I think there was a lot of things they did on purpose because he had like a full team of people. He had a full like Avengers squad of lawyers that was fucking defending him. Because it's not the first time that he's been in trouble with the law. This is not the first time he's been in court. This is not the first time he's been arrested. He's been doing shit like this his whole life. My heart goes out to Cassie and every other person that was in his path that he steamrolled. It's insane, but especially Cassie though. Like I didn't know, so I wasn't really paying attention to it, so I didn't know the finer. Actually, to be honest with you, this is my first time seeing like the footage in full, and that was hard to look at. On top of the fact that there's one guy that came onto the dock and he was describing exactly how things would go down. And I'm just like, yeah, nah, that's crazy. Beyond crazy's not even the word for it. Crazy's not even the word for it. Inhumane. Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about it because I was a kid, but I didn't know like obviously I didn't know like everything else that was going on with it. But one thing I found out from the doc that I didn't know about at all, which was surprising because like we all live here, but back in like the 90s, like the mid, maybe late 90s, there was like some basketball game that he was hosting, and he also doubled it as like a concert for all these big name people to come through. And it had a capacity, the space had a capacity of 2,300. They oversold to like 5,000. And this is not really his for like I don't obviously like he just wanted to like put on an event and they went way over the limit. Yeah, the City College Stampede. I never knew about that. You knew about that? I never knew. I live here. I never knew about that. Like 9 people died. And I think that's the only time. I think that's the only time where I wouldn't even blame him for something, because I'm not in terms of like him wanting to cause harm. That's the only time I feel like that was like a freak accident. Everything else that happened after that, any other incidents that he was involved in, definitely him. Definitely intentional. Yeah, heavy. I don't know if he took the blame, but he was definitely from the footage I saw, he was definitely taking over in terms of like speaking out and being vocal about what was going on and directing people to make sure everybody was safe. There was a theory that the reason Diddy kept changing his name was so that he couldn't get sued by attendees of the City College event. But that's just a theory. You know, I mean, he wasn't changing his name legally though. That's just a stage name. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, P Diddy, Brother Love. Those are all just stage names. I feel like they could still sue him if they wanted to. It's not like he's like a completely different person. But at this point, I feel like a lot of people have either tried or they don't want to out of fear, you know. Like some people are legitimately freaked out by him. Rightfully so. I'm not gonna hold you. I think that's the color of his hat. I don't think I got that. That should be. All right, let me do Alan. More red. I think I heard about that. That was from like back in the day. I think I heard about him sending some hitters to Wendy Williams. Yo, he was dirty dude, man. Dirty macking. Like just huge insecurity complex, mad insecure. Like, yeah, wild stuff he was doing with women and men. Like, wild stuff. Also, like, I don't know, like, did anyone ever just be like, yo, chill? Like, don't do that. Don't talk to this person. You got to relax. You got to go to therapy. Like, did anyone in his life ever say, like, yo, you need help? Like, I just don't understand how he was able to get away with so much and, like, nobody at all, even from, like, the beginning, before he became who he is, before he got all the billions and millions and all that stuff and all the power. Like, did no one say, like, yo, you need to chill the fuck out? Like, I just don't understand that, bro. It's crazy. I've heard about that too, why he was called Puffy. I've also heard the reason why he is the way he is, like, just and I let me just say this, like, being freaky is not a crime, right? But it's the way he went about it that was very disturbing, because it also went against forms of consent with so many people. And folks are hypothesizing that the reason why the way he is because when he was younger, he was surrounded by that due to his mom going out and being around folks that were doing wild and crazy things too back in the day. Maybe, maybe whatever he said didn't work though. But we'll see what happens in 4 years, because I think he's got 4 years. We'll see what happens. So it legit looked like the that Boondocks episode with R. Kelly. Like, when I was seeing those videos from ground zero, quote unquote, like at the trial. I mean, it kind of looked like that when R. Kelly was going too, but the second time around. But yeah. Harlem is still, yeah, Harlem is definitely still an interesting place, for better or worse. For better or worse. The better, the better. Bro, I will never forget that interview Millie Bobby Brown did where she was eating carrots. She was eating motherfucking carrots. Looking like Iggy Azalea talking about something. The dirty the better. And then they drew her like a Wallace and Gromit character. I did that to that little girl, man. Let her eat her carrots in peace. Igloo Australia is crazy. I've been all up in their business recently because it's like all the videos been popping up on my TikTok. She's married to Bon Jovi's son, so her name is now Millie. What is it? Is Millie Brown, Millie Bobby Bon Jovi, and then she playfully said Millie Bon Bon, and I was like, all right, all right. Pack it up, kid. I'm not surprised that Iggy Azalea did that. Iggy Azalea. Okay. What time is it? All right, it's 9:21. I think this is a good. I think this is a decent. No, let me do. I want to. I want to. Okay, let me do Gleb before we go. I'm gonna do Gleb and then we're gonna get up out of here. We're gonna do Gleb. It's not gonna take that long. We do Gleb. So each character from Smiling Friends is interacting with a hobgoblin or a hobgoblin object. So Femi is being mischievous with Charlie and Alan. BB is making allyship with Pim. Mr. Frog is trying to eat a little tiny hobgoblin, and Gleb, he's got a hobgoblin gem to worship. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is it Gleb or Glep? I think it's Gleb. GLB. GLEB. Gleb. Hey, make sure y'all get your insurance in order, bro. A lot of stuff has changed this year. How do I feel about the F&M switches? I think it's stupid. I don't even know what they're switching to or switching on, but I know it's going to be stupid and inconvenient. I already know. The MTA has been on a losing streak for the last like 2 years, probably even more than that, I would say. But like there's so much stuff they're doing is outrageous. Like they're raising the fare to $3, yet we still have so many delays on the trains. Sometimes the trains don't even stop correctly in the train station. Sometimes the trains don't even come for like a whole hour. It's insane. Should be breaking down. Omni don't work properly. Cars be double charged with their Omni thing and all this stuff. It's just like it's all over the place. Yet they want to spend all this money on things we didn't ask for. We didn't ask for video screens to display video ads on the train. We didn't ask for all these little gadgets and the little fancy turnstiles and all this stuff. We didn't ask for any of that. We want a clean, safe, and efficient subway. You can do all the little aesthetics and accoutrements after that. But it's like y'all working backwards. Y'all more worried about people jumping the turnstile than safety. They got a thing on the certain stations. It's not, I don't think it's every station, but certain stations have a delay timer on the emergency door that everybody be pushing. So now it takes like 30 to 60 seconds for that to open. What if there's an actual emergency? I guarantee you it's going to cost way more in a lawsuit than trying to make up for fare evasion. Stupid. We can't even brag about our transit system no more. Like, yeah, it runs throughout the entire night, but like at what cost? At what cost? It's not even efficient no more. Is already in a massive irreversible breakdown. That's why shit be all messed up all the time. But I don't want it to never not be fixed, but that's going to be detrimental to the entire city. We would be so backed up. Thank God we still have ways to get across from borough to borough. But like, yeah, if it completely shut down, oh my God, that would be complete and utter chaos. Complete and utter chaos. I'm just hoping to see what Big Zoe gonna do. I want to see what Big Zoe gonna do for the city. What Big Zoe trying to do for the city, for the people, because he was talking a big game. I want to see. I want to know what's up, because they talking about he already like backing down on some of his promises already. I'm like, huh? Nigga, not even in office yet. What are y'all talking about? My favorite, the JMZ, the infamous Z that you never see, only on rare occasion. But I feel like out of all the trains, that line is the one that doesn't fuck up like the 456, the ACE. No, let me stop lying. The C be running a lot. The A be going down and the E be going down a lot, but the C be still be running most of the time. The F is just a big FU to everybody, because that joint just be doing whatever it want to do, whatever the F it want to do. Haha. 456 is unreliable, especially on the weekend. 123, same thing. Though really convenient getting to Flatbush and Crown Heights on those. The G, I never had problems with the G. A lot of people have problems with the G. So I don't mind it. The 7, who cares? Because that only goes from one place to the next. It don't really do nothing. What am I missing? NQR. I feel like that's you gambling at that point. You gambling. It's heads or tails with that one. But my favorite, like I said, JMZ. Ill the J. Ill the J. Yo, hold on. The J's how we got home the other week when we was trying to get back from Roosevelt Island. Don't you disrespect the J like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And yeah, I said Big Zo. Don't do that. Don't do it. Yeah, not a R be tripping. Oh, did the music stop? Oh, I thought we still had like 30 minutes. Let me finish this real quick. Let me finish this Gleb. This Gleb guy. I think he might be my second favorite besides Pim. I'm gonna submit these to I'm gonna submit these to Adult Swim. Watch. Now, some of the stuff I be seeing on the Adult Swim page, like the fan art, be crazy. There was one, this dude did some insane shit with Peter Griffin, bro. I've never seen nothing so cool before in my life. I was like, what in the world? What in the world? What the world? And that's the thing, like a lot of the only reason why our subway system is 24/7 is because city workers were the people using it. A lot of people were getting off work at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And then it was the artists, but now it's like all transplants. So like shit is just all over the place. It's not how it used to be. Same thing with like everything closing down after a certain time now. It feels like we're in the suburbs somewhere in some lame ass town. Should be closing at like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm like, huh? Hello, I'm hungry. I want some pizza, man. Adult Swim should give me a show. You're right. They should just give me the show. I don't even have to ask for it. Just give it to me. Like, hey, here you go. Here. 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 Adult Swim used to allow their staff members to create internet shows. I miss that era. No, they still do, I think. Unless I'm thinking of something else. Like Adult Swim Smalls. Like that's pretty cool. They put a lot of people on there. There's this one black dude. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, like the podcast cartoon where the guy's like, "Men eat chitlin," and he's like, "Women should worship me. Men eat chitlin steak. Women, they eat salad." Or some shit like that. I forgot what he said. But that's from the Adult Swim Small series. They put those online. That's an online only thing, I think, for the most part. For the most part. Oh my god. They look so fucking cool. They had shows like, oh yeah, Fish Center. I remember that. It was just like the fish tank. Yeah. Stupid morning bullshit. I've never seen that. Or William Street Swap Shop. I think there was a few years where I was just not on Adult Swim. So I missed those last two. But I know Fish Center. I've seen Fish Center before. For sure. For sure. All right. Hit Control S. All right, BB. It's great meeting you. Baja. Yeah, maybe a friend could stop casting spells all over the place. And Bemi's just like terrorizing them. there's this like thing, man. I don't even know where it's from. He's just sitting here reading the book. I can't remember how his voice sounds exactly, but it's something like that. The yellow guy, Charlie. But anyway, it's time for us to say goodbye. Baja, baja. It's time for us to say goodbye. So I want to give big thanks to everyone that pulled up tonight. And if you are watching this, if you do happen to watch this in the future on the replay, I appreciate you as well. And if you are watching on a replay, comment your favorite Christmas movie. No, Christmas snack and movie. How about that? Anyway, I want to give a big shout out to our Patreon members and our YouTube members. Without y'all, this would not be possible. Thank you all so much for all the supporters that have been here throughout the years and very recently. Seriously, for real, I implore you, if you can, head over to patreon.com/habtunes. You can sign up for just $1 a month, and the higher tiers give you access to our private Discord server where we have virtual events and workshops and all other kinds of really amazing things, in addition to some perks and rewards pertaining to the Habtunes universe at large. So that's the comics, the animations, the podcasts, video essays, and so much more. So head on over there, support your boy, support the show, support the stream. This is all thanks to y'all, viewers like you. And like I said, tomorrow night is our virtual drink and draw, so don't miss out on that. It's going to be a good time. It's our final drink and draw of the year. Thursday is the Game Awards watch party. And then Friday, we're playing Diablo 4 for Season 11, the Season 11 launch. So it's going to be a packed week. And then Saturday, we're going to the Brooklyn Museum, an in-person event. Our final in-person museum field trip is happening this Saturday at the Brooklyn Museum. So pull up, come through. And thanks to our lovely community member, MS, that's in the chat, we'll be able to get 10 people in for free. The first 10 people to show up will get in for free. And actually, MS, I have to talk to you about something in a few, or I'll just send it tomorrow morning. But keep an eye on DMs on Discord. But anyway, thank you all for pulling up and coming through. I appreciate y'all for real. The next stream will be soon, so make sure you check out the schedule, habtunes.com/schedule, to know when things are happening coming up next. But until then, until next time, until we meet again, stay true, stay you. We out. Deuces. Baja, baja.